Some people call it Hump Day. We call it Trends Day. It's a Wednesday.
Do you prefer?
I like Trends Day.
Better than Hump Day. Okay.
Well, Trends Day is like a pun. It rhymes. It's right up my alley.
How's this Trends Day been treating you?
You know what? I've been very active in my Dynasty Fantasy League.
I know, I'm aware.
Wheeling and dealing. So
yeah.
that's been good. We had a great episode of the Broncos pod this morning.
Very
Drew
good.
Lock had some fire quotes.
Love
Yeah, it's a pretty good day.
The one low light of your day, Fitzmagic made you sad. The
God,
Dolphins made you
dude.
sad. That Fitzmagic is sad.
I want to like Tua. I want to like the Dolphins. They're kind of fun. And now I have no choice but to hate all of them. They did. I was just under the impression that Fitz was he was in on the whole thing. They were like, hey, listen, we're going to give you up to the bye week. And then we're going to, and to learn that they just blindsided him with this when he thought, I'm doing enough to keep the team.
His 2 best games as a Dolphin. I mean, killing it.
It breaks my heart.
It's true. It is sad.
So now fade the Dolphins every week.
I've been having an all-time day.
Oh.
I've lost. I've won on the Champions League. I've been screwed by VAR. VAR, I hate you so much.
VAR is ruining soccer.
Well, it might have been ruined prior, but yes, VAR has not contributed one bit. I have to crunch the numbers. First, I need a scientist to create more hours in a day. Then I will crunch the numbers on how much money VAR has lost me. It's terrible. Because Salzburg, I basically had my entire buyout there. And I was like, no, I'm not going to take that. They've got this. 2-1. Then there's this lazy foul stealing the ball. They don't call it. That leads to a pass to score a goal. VAR's like, whatevs. That was the VAR ruling, was who cares?
So VAR was supposed to
overrule it because of the foul prior to the pass
and they
that
can
led
do
to the
that.
goal.
Wow.
Yeah.
God, VAR sucks.
It's the worst. It's the worst.
I can't believe. I'm pretty sure there's a threshold I crossed in my life. Might have been when I turned 28. I'm not exactly sure, but
you're
at a
28
certain
already.
Yes.
Oh my.
At a certain point, you just start being the older you get, you start being anti-reviews. I was pro-review everything 1 year ago.
There's
and
a
now I'm
threshold.
in football, honestly, I think it's good. I don't know what they did, but I never look at a football game and I'm like, wow, that was just garbage. Usually the reviews make sense. And it doesn't compromise the spirit of the game.
That's right.
But basketball, if someone hits the ball and it just skims your fingernail on its way out, it's that's not I don't it just
It's dumb.
it's and then in baseball
Baseball. It's very,
I don't know. It's just not.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Should be able to review balls and strikes. Everyone.
Tennis has it right. Tennis, basically, the machines tell you. Or it's a 2-second review. It's throw your hand up. It takes 2 seconds. The crowd can see it, and they're going oh. It's beautiful. They've got it down perfectly. Which is how they should calculate first downs. I know you're a leader amongst men in this theory.
Oh, my God.
Or
spotting
just
the ball.
down and dead, spotting the ball, not just first
I could do a whole podcast on spotting the ball.
one day.
It's one of the dumbest things of all time.
Or maybe not one day.
It's people disagreed with me. They think that balls and strikes is less accurate. It's not. I would
You think
I would argue that well over 60% of spots are incorrect. Because it should be to the inch. We're calling this a game of inches.
right.
And then we're spotting it by we're just it was pretty close to the first down. I would just how are we supposed to know 1 or 2 inches? Which I agree. How are they supposed to know 1 or 2 inches? They're not. We need technology like tennis. We can figure out a way to do that in football. There's got to be responsive sensors all over the body that know where the first part touched, and then there's a sensor in the ball that knows exactly where the ball was when it touched. It's all automatic. There's just a line that goes out and knows exactly where it is. Rant over. All right. Trends Day. It's Trends Day for a reason. What are the trends?
Yeah, we're going back to the Windy Unders because now 3 conferences return to play.
Do you remember what we did on the Windy Unders? Were they 2-1?
They were 2-1.
so,
Here
too.
I have the past 5 that went 3-2.
We'll take 3-2, 2-1 all day.
Absolutely. And now with more options, more windy conferences in the mix, like the MAC, the Mountain West, and the Big Ten.
Closer to the middle of America you get, the windier it is.
Oh, yeah. We have a lot more options. Get it. This fly
Damn fly.
will not survive the show, I'm telling you. We have under in the UVA, University of Virginia, at Miami. That's under 58. I like that. UVA doesn't put up a lot of points.
How's their defense? Because if you have a good defense, you can stop Derek King. If you don't, you're in trouble.
Cavaliers have a pretty good defense. They've at full strength, they've got a good defense.
They're serious about it. They're not just cavalier about defense.
Oh, no. They're serious.
Okay.
They're serious, yes. Yeah, I like that pun. Rewatching the video to show my wife my PU stinky line from yesterday. I realized I was so locked into my lines. I wasn't giving you a lot of feedback. So that's something I want you guys to know. I'm working on giving Ryan more.
I'm glad you watched the tape.
Give and take. Yeah, exactly. I went back to the tape. Got to be more invested on the comedy in this show because you laid some gems down and I didn't give the appropriate response.
Thank you. Maybe we need a studio audience.
Damn straight. Or a laugh track. Can we get on that?
Zach, where are you at?
The greatest. Okay. Utah State at Boise State, under 53.5. Look, Utah State was hot garbage with Jordan Love. I imagine without him, they will be even more so hot garbage. Boise's a tough place to play in. If you've got the wind on top of that, love this.
Yeah, you just know Boise's gonna put the clamps on.
Absolutely, and Boise always good on defense. And, there's no Brett Rippon there at quarterback either. So it's not like they're this dynamic offense.
Right. I love betting on Boise.
Oh,
like you just took a Power 5 team, put them in the Mountain West, and we're like, here, you get to bet on this. It's fun.
That's true. Fair point. That might be a nice first quarter over or first quarter. First half spread.
Right.
This one, if I gotta say, just looking at the 6 that are hot here on the list, the one in the Big 12 obviously gives me pause because it's an unders theory. But Texas Tech, the Red Raiders, against West Virginia. Now, West Virginia doesn't have the same coach. It's not Dana and
right.
atomic
Where's
offense.
Dana now?
Houston.
Huh.
We won some money on betting against him on BYU last Friday.
Oh, dude. Live BYU was great.
Zach Wilson.
He's nice.
This is the one where if I forget it in my bet slip, but we need to stay true to the process.
Why is it only 54 in the first place? How damn windy is it?
For real.
Are we talking like 100-mile-per-hour gusts?
Now, we will revisit this because these are very, the weather is very important in these.
Yes.
So I'll make a note on Friday. I'll confirm all of these for us.
That one.
That's the.
I actually want to hammer the over in that.
Oh, and then we have some for the following weeks, the 31st.
Oh, so it's just 3.
It is just these 3. But again, suspect
to
change.
We told the people about 6, so let's look at all 6.
Okay. Then we're going to have Wisconsin at Nebraska. That's on the 31st of October, so that'll be the following week. Like that. Purdue at Illinois.
Can we get like an engineer on this to talk about like which stadiums do the best at holding out wind? I feel like we can go deeper into this theory.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because like horseshoe style stadiums obviously let all the wind in. That's why everyone hates kicking at Gillette except for Brandon McManus. So like if you have an open end on the stadium, it's worse for wind.
Right.
So I don't know if anyone's an engineer out there and wants to do a breakdown of stadiums and wind entry rate. WER. Then there might be something to mine here.
And then finally on the 31st, we also have UTSA at FAU. Oh, and Purdue, Illinois. Those are 2
guys got something for us. Producer guy has something for us on WER wind entry rate.
Here are the best choices for stadiums: Ohio State, Michigan State.
Okay, Ohio State. That's a horseshoe. Yeah, it's literally.
Sorry, Michigan Wolverines.
The Big House.
Big House.
It's a bowl, but it's a low bowl. Wind's coming in there.
You've been there.
I have.
One of the great 3 quarters, 2.5 quarters.
Yeah, greatest. Yeah.
Most history, I'd say.
Beaver Stadium, which is where Penn State plays. Beaver Stadium.
Penn State, huh? Because that's like a really nice looking stadium.
These are 2. I mean, those 3 are. I mean, those are meccas of college football.
Right. One's the horseshoe. One's flat.
Right.
Penn State's got some.
Penn State and the Big House. You've got 100,000 plus there, right?
It's true.
Or right around there. So not only the crowd on top of that, tough place to kick for sure.
And Kyle Field.
Kyle Field, of course, in College Station.
Another tough crowd, 12th man.
Yes.
The original
but,
12th man.
Oh, we're getting a visual here.
You can see this?
Yes.
They've got like the fucking.
Oh, so we've got like not only win entry rate, but win entry angle.
How it
Oh,
deflects-
my.
How it deflects passes and kicks.
This
Wow,
is incredible.
wow,
You're gonna have to
wow.
forward this to us.
Yeah. We need that on the show, that visual there.
I could. Oh, you know what? I could just screen share this. Keep talking.
Okay. Anyways, those are the windy unders.
Yes.
It's what is it again? Wait, they just changed.
Oh, well, you want that back? Here.
Yeah.
This is the next one.
Okay. We've got
We've got a lot going.
Cavaliers taking on the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Utah State and Boise.
Love it.
And that's it. We're not doing that West Virginia Texas Tech one.
Okay.
We're just
Okay.
not.
There
Yeah,
you go.
sometimes you have to apply logic with the metrics.
It's true. It's true. It's so true. This other one, this is always brought to us by the good friends from the Action Network.
Mm-hmm.
They have all, I compared it to my Roth IRA fund. It's different ways to invest.
Diversify your portfolio
right.
of trends.
Exactly. This is an opening game matchup.
Oh, this sounds like one of my theories.
So you're mining the spread for teams that made a bowl the season prior in the season opener where the spread's disrespecting them a little at home to open the season.
Okay. Can you give me some more information on
All
how
right,
this
the
originated?
requirements. Previous season made the postseason.
Okay.
Yes.
6 or more wins.
It's the home team or neutral team.
Okay.
The game is played during the regular season and on week 1.
And
That's it. That's the requirement. Basically,
in their underdogs.
These are postseason.
Or are you just always
No, we have some favorites
they're
here
going
too.
up. Oh, but they have to be. They don't have to be going up against a team that didn't make the postseason.
No.
So 3
That's not a
requirements.
requirement. That's right.
Home team made the postseason last year. Season opener.
That's right. And this amazingly has a 57% win percentage. You're saying probably a limited sample size. 241 and 184 with 6 pushes.
Wow.
Return on investment 10%.
I love it.
Such candidates on this blessed week where we get college football back with so many more conferences. Wisconsin as a home favorite at -19.5, taking on Illinois.
We're laying a lot of points here. I can already see some of these spreads.
Sure are. Nevada at +4.5, hosting the Wyoming Cowboys.
Okay, now I'm interested.
Right. San Diego State hosting UNLV -15. San Diego State.
How is UNLV so bad all the time?
That's not a football school.
I know, but why?
basketball.
Why is it hard to get athletes to Las Vegas?
I don't know. Yeah, you'd think that'd be the easiest thing.
Also,
on
they
earth.
have Bishop Gorman in their
I
backyard.
know, right?
There's another one too that's like awesome out there. Weird.
Ohio State -26, Nebraska. Love this.
Oh my God, 26.
26 against the Huskers, though. Come on.
Listen, I want to fade the Huskers at every opportunity, but 26.
It's Ohio State. Buckeyes.
Weird season. Limited practice.
Oh, Buckeyes are ready to smoke 'em.
At home in the shoe.
Yeah, exactly.
Low must be low wind.
Low wind, exactly. Maybe my favorite home dog of the entire week.
Yeah, you love
Minnesota taking on Michigan.
This one. Yep.
Better quarterback, probably better team at home, better coached maybe. They're good, man. Gophers are good.
Love it.
We'll skip this one.
Why? Why?
Well, no one likes Michigan State here. Screw Michigan State,
They're
but they
playing
do take on Rutgers.
Why do they? Why does?
Michigan State, though, they're still they aren't that D'Antonio team, but they might as well be that defense first. I'm reluctant to lay that many points.
I
But-
want to root against them so badly that
of
I
course,
just can't be
sure.
involved in this. I understand why you wanted to skip it.
Yeah. Indiana +6.5 taking on the Nittany Lions. This is a big one. This is one where I get a return on investment. Okay, now you've got my attention. The beauty of this is a unique season where you can mine this many weeks. In a normal season, you can only use this week 1.
But since there's multiple,
season openers.
how do you feel about a little round robin on these?
I think that's the smart way to go.
Seven's a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
As far as trends go?
Yeah.
Well, we have updated estimated wins for every team in the NFL, and we have 22 new updated win totals.
Oh.
That we can compare and contrast both to our estimated win metrics and what that predicts based on the point differential up to this point in the season and what we had in the preseason.
That sounds juicy. Before you tell everyone about these juicy updates, a shout out to DraftKings Sportsbook, where you can get in on all this action and start mining trends with us. I think we're doing pretty good so far mining trends, so you should do that too. It's a lot of fun. Or you can just hop on 4 minutes before Monday Night Football kicks off and place a bet on any side and just have a lot more fun watching the game.
Yeah.
Thursday Night Football tomorrow night, don't even care who it is. Who is it?
It's
matter.
an all-timer. It's Eagles, right? Eagles
Giants. Are you kidding me?
Ooh.
You're not interested in this until you put $5 down. Promise you it'll be the best Thursday Night Football game you've ever watched if you haven't done it before.
It's true.
It's true. Get in on the adrenaline and enjoy what we have to offer at DraftKings Sportsbook. Of course, you must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires a 25x playthrough and restrictions to apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. And again, $1,000 sign-up bonus when you use the code DNVR.
Producer Ali has something for us here.
Not producing today, but has information.
That's true.
So I had someone tweet at me actually saying, how is Eagles' injury situation? Should they win against the New York Giants? Thinking of betting my whole bank on Philly to double it for the weekend. I'm a little nervous, so I haven't responded to him.
Okay, so we will take this. I was kind of a little bit of a letdown. I was thinking there was something more juicy here. Who knows how big this bankroll is? Could be $4 like the person last week. That was before Monday Night Football. By the way, that person's got to be sitting on at least $16 by now if they listen to me and Hank.
Let's go.
Yeah, me and Hank, the perfect parlay.
I also had that parlay.
It doesn't matter.
I've been emptying and putting back in. It's really been a wild ride.
Well, we're going to talk a lot about this game tomorrow, but
I'm leaning yes.
Put everything you have on. Put the bank on the Eagles.
I'm leaning yes. The Giants are terrible.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
I don't trust the Eagles.
Yeah, we give out bad advice all the time. We're not scared of
Fletcher
anything.
Cox is playing, right? Fletcher's playing?
Yeah.
That's all I need to stop Daniel Jones.
As well as Lane Johnson.
The Lane train's back. We're
really
good.
Great production, Allie, just walking in and out of the shot constantly.
I'm big on fading the Giants.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, not as much as I'm big on fading the Jets, but still. It's a nice side hobby of mine.
Yeah. It's great. It's been fantastic so far. Yeah, they just beat the Washington football team. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Eagles are fighting for a playoff spot out here.
Oh, they're
Actually,
playoff
so are the
favorites.
Giants.
Yeah. Playoff favorites.
They're 1-4-1, and they are in the thick of it. Right in the thick of it. You know what the Broncos were in the NFC East? They'd have a nice firm grip on first place.
Thank God they're not.
No.
No one should aspire to be first in the NFC East. We should all be setting our sights higher than that.
Okay.
I'm just telling you guys.
Fair enough. So what do we got here?
Wow. Broncos, the side tangent. The YPP numbers so far in this season are bananas.
Mm-hmm.
Top team per YPP, the Houston Texans.
Okay.
Second team, the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, wow.
Third team, the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, something's wrong.
Fourth team, the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, help.
We haven't even hit a good team yet.
Yeah, then there's finally the Rams, Bills, Ravens, Colts. Broncos tied in 9th place with a net YPP of exactly zero. Yeah, right?
Their
exactly
YPP
zero. They're allowing as many yards per play as they are gaining themselves.
That's crazy that there's only 10 teams. Oh, no, there's a bunch of people at 0.
There's 8 teams with a positive YPP.
8 teams with a positive YPP. How many at 0?
A ton. 10 through... So 9 teams.
And then if you're below that, you should be getting faded. Any interesting candidates down there in the negatives?
In Fade City, USA? Mm-hmm. I mean, the Steelers, negative 0.1 YPP.
Okay,
same as the Bears, same as the Packers.
How is the Steelers like that? They make big plays on offense and their defense is dominant. What is going on? What's happening?
Red zone defense? Turnovers? There's a lot of things that can explain YPP.
How does a turnover work in YPP?
Well, they could be gaining a bunch of yards, but then you get a turnover, and that's how you got those points. So on a yard per play basis, you've really done nothing, but on the scoreboard, that matters a bunch.
Weird.
Yeah.
Something seems wrong there.
No, I know.
I would have guessed if you would have given me a chance to guess, I would have said they're the
course.
number 1 team by YPP.
Yeah, no, I'm very shocked myself by this. I mean, look how poorly the Chiefs are doing per YPP. Insane. Or the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Almost got it.
Almost had it. Okay, but that's not what we're here for today. Estimated win is what we're here for today.
Versus updated win totals.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hit me with the Broncos first.
Well, the Broncos are an interesting one because we keep extending the sample size of with Drew Lock. Mm-hmm. But let's start just in general. This season, the Broncos are being outscored by 10 points overall in the 5 games they've played, and that plays out to an estimated win of 7 wins this season. So just slightly under 500, right?
And by the way,
that's what you'd expect.
half of their games without Drew Lock.
Right. And
No, more than half.
And this doesn't take into account strength of schedule, which I'm sure would favor the Broncos, stuff like YPP, injuries, all that kind of stuff. And so that would put them at 7 wins. Their updated win total, which was 7.5 in the offseason, has now been updated to 6.
Ooh, they're baiting us.
They sure are.
And we're already in on 6.5.
Right, because the good folks at DraftKings gave us that magnificent offer back in the summer.
Yep. That could have been severely derailed by now.
Certainly.
But it's not. It's alive and well. And heck, even if the Broncos lose this week, they go to 2-4, they have 10 games left. After that, they would just need to go 5-5 or 4-6 for a push.
Yeah. Not bad. With Drew Lock, these are all his career starts. It's Pittsburgh where he got injured, yeah?
Yep.
Don't include that one, of course. The Broncos have outscored opponents by 12 points and are a 9-win team.
9 wins this year.
Yeah. No, I mean, when he's on the field, in that sample size, which is getting greater every game, they have proven to be a 9-win, to play at the level of a 9-win team. That's how I should phrase it.
9 wins.
Which for the 9th best team in the NFL per YPP, that does line up.
I like this.
Yes.
The only thing that scares me is just the health.
6. Well, I know. But isn't that what makes you intrigued by the 6?
Totally. Because it's being skewed down by the sample without Drew.
Exactly.
And
all the other
And
guys.
it's still saying 7. The numbers are still telling us 7, even with the negative skewing that's being done by...
Exactly. The Driscoll, Brett Rippon, Drew Lock for 2 games Broncos, that's a 7-win team.
Right. Although, I wonder if Rippon actually skewed the numbers upwards.
Well, sure, because of that Jets.
Because it's the Jets.
Yeah.
It's
and
interesting.
Who are they getting back this week? Potentially? Boyer,
Fant, Hamler, and Draymond Jones are the main ones.
I mean...
Yeah. Big chance for them this week, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, no, against the Chiefs.
If they win this one, here's the thing about the 6. They lose this week, which they're expected to. Mm-hmm. I still feel pretty confident about the 6. If they win this week,
oh no,
you can just cash your ticket.
The 6 is gone.
Yeah, you won.
Exactly. Congratulations, you won.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's exciting.
Interesting for
because
us.
If they win this week, I bet you they would update it next week to
at least it's probably
least
back
7.
to 7.5.
And even then,
it's probably back to 7.5. It's probably more like 8. And again, you look at YPP, you look at estimated wins with Drew. dark horse or regular horse for that 7th playoff spot does not seem far-fetched.
They're in 10th place right now.
Kansas City,
First place in the NFC
on the
East.
other hand, performing at the level of an 11-win team. That's where you see, an estimated win is going to match up a lot more with actual records and just our eye, watching games because it's based on point differential. It's not YPP, which had a lot more surprises in it. So playing at the pace as an 11-win team, 11.5 wins is what the win total was set at in the preseason. It's now up to 12.5. A little baity right there. A little baity.
I want nothing to do with that.
I wouldn't mess with it. Now, we hope the numbers are correct and Jerry Jeudy could string together like 10 consecutive games with a touchdown. Am I right?
We're in big trouble on that one.
Yeah, damn it. Yeah, Sutton's injury, man.
We
That
had
kills
this,
us,
we had
man.
the
Come on.
special. It
Yeah.
was
Yeah, tell the
Cortland
kids.
Sutton and Jerry Jeudy combined touchdowns versus Chiefs wins. It was a lock until Cortland Sutton got injured.
Yeah.
Now it's dead in the water.
It sure is.
Unless the Chiefs somehow only win like 10, and even then,
Right.
it's
Right.
basically like
Right.
we had a team versus their team, right? And our team lost half of its players to COVID.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I've got a lot more on these updated 22 win totals. Arizona across the board, very interesting. A team that was just 7 win total in the preseason. That's been now up to 8.5. Hasn't always been the toughest schedule this season, but for how they're performing based off estimated win, they should be an 11.5 win team.
11.5 for my boys.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I like it. I love it.
It's not bad. It's them, the Steelers, Tampa Bay, even Tennessee, who the other metrics hate. Wow. Their updated win total for the Titans has been updated to 11.5.
That's 3 more than they had them before the season.
It's a massive jump. Seattle, even bigger jump, went from 9 to 12.5.
I'm so mad I didn't take that one in the preseason. That was
Estimated win, hated them.
I know, and I knew they were wrong.
The numbers hated them. San Francisco, one of the biggest drop-offs, has gone from 10.5 to 8 win total.
So, by the way, I decided what I'm doing with Cardinals Seahawks this weekend.
Oh, this is great news. Please tell me.
I'm taking the Seahawks because it's an emotional hedge.
Good.
It's an emotional hedge, right?
Yeah.
If I lose that bet, I followed my betting rules. I could sleep at night, and my Cards won.
That was in Seattle, right?
Yes, I think.
Should be them by 4 for what EW is telling us. No, 5. So even though EW loves the Cards, loves Seattle more.
I'm gonna have to take
So
the.
you're smart.
I'm gonna
You're
have
smart.
to take the money line though because I can't have a situation where I lose the cover and the Cards lose the game,
Yeah.
which is okay. That's fine.
Fair enough. Biggest drop-off, Eagles. Eagles, 9.5 to 3 now.
Oh,
6, I'm sorry.
Okay,
9.5
okay.
to, it's 3.5 drop-off.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
that'd be easy
hammer that
money,
one.
yeah.
They
But
do still get to play the Giants twice.
the biggest drop-off of all is the Jets, who went from 6.5 to 1.5.
6.5 was a joke from the start.
Yeah. Estimated win has them at exactly 1.5.
I would take the under. They don't want to win.
I know,
And
man.
everyone. The crazy part about this, though, is Trevor Lawrence. What if he doesn't want to be a Jet? It's not like he has to do the whole thing that John Elway did, which is like saying he's not going to play for the organization. All he has to do is just go back to Clemson.
It's true.
Just saying.
I know. Giants have moved from 6.5 to 4 themselves. Which is noticeable.
Yep, for sure. Well, that's interesting. I really am interested in that Broncos number at 6.
I like that one too. I mean, that's the one that stood out to me the most. All these other ones, and we're not just being homers. I think for the most part, you'd be smarter to say, okay, the preseason told me this. I'm sticking to that preseason. Like 5-6 weeks into a wacky season,
But I
shouldn't
was
overreact.
one thing that I was always looking at with the preseason numbers was those are Joe Flacco and Brandon Allen numbers.
Yes.
Remember, the Broncos 5-2 with Drew Lock as a starter, 4-10 in games where they didn't have him over the last 2 seasons.
That's crazy.
Just 2 completely different teams. Different offensive lines, different receiver. Like, everything's different when Drew Lock's on the field.
Yep.
Now, again,
He gives them a chance. He legitimately gives them a chance other quarterbacks just haven't since Manning.
I don't want to get everyone's hopes up for this weekend because just it's unlikely. But again, if they were to win that game, you've already won your 6.
Right, and to cover the 6, you don't need to win the one game against the Chiefs at Arrowhead. Or no, it's in Denver.
This one's in
But
Denver.
still.
You don't need the one. You don't need the one at
You
Arrowhead.
don't need either one. Like, you can cover 6 one way or another.
They've got the Falcons on the schedule. They've got the Dolphins on the schedule. They've got several beatable teams. 2 games against the Raiders left.
Yeah, Dolphins, right?
And the Raiders are good. But I'm just saying, like,
Are they, though?
Drew Lock on the field, you have a chance in every game, which is why I said when everyone's talking about tank for Trevor, they're going to win at around half of their games with Drew Lock on the field. If that's the case, they're going to have Drew Lock for 12 games this year.
Yep.
No, sorry. 13 games.
Yes.
So 6 get you a push.
The moment Rippon beat the Jets, that died.
It was never alive.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But I guess, yes, if they were behind the Jets in the standings, you could have at least had a conversation about it.
We talk about round robins a lot. I would be tempted to take an under round robin on like the Titans at 11.5. I would say Seattle, but we don't.
Futures.
Yeah, round robin futures. We don't bet against Russell Wilson in this house, so I won't say Seattle. The Steelers at 11.5. Tough division. I could take the under on that and feel pretty good, right?
Yeah, except I think they have the best defense in football. So
I do too, but that best defense just lost Evan Bush.
Oh, I forgot about that. That sucks.
Yeah, that's no fun. And Green Bay, take the under 11 on Green Bay. Take the under 10 on Cleveland. Take the under 9.5 on Chicago. Maybe under 12 on Buffalo. Under 10, I'm so sorry. Under 10.
So now you've built a long-term, like 7-way round-robin parlay. Sounds terrible to me.
Sounds like a trends day to me, my friend. Sounds like a trends day. Speaking of which, way too much action on the Dodgers tonight. Way too much action on the Dodgers -1.5 tonight.
Interesting.
You guys think the Rays haven't been playing against these prima donna teams all year?
Blake Snell too on the mound for them.
Come on. He plays both running back for the Steelers and pitches for the Rays. Greatest athlete in modern America.
Benny Snell.
I kid.
Yeah, that line smells bad.
Yep. This is a Fade the Public special of the night.
Fade the Public special, Rays.
Plus
money
1.5.
Oh, plus 1.5. Money line? Plus 1.5.
Sprinkle money line.
I knew we were done as soon as they hit that 2-run bomb last night.
My winnings from earlier today on the Champions League, which is to say my breaking even from earlier today on the Champions League, will be put into that.
So nothing.
Well, what I had to start off in the morning.
Oh, right. Your daily budget.
Yes. Yeah,
My daily budget is a moving scale based on how I'm doing that day. Is there anything else? Is there anything else to bet on tonight? We're forced to watch
Is there
baseball.
not college football?
No. Oh, Wednesday, a little Maction?
Oh, no.
Nope.
God, I miss Maction so much. I miss Tuesday night football so much.
I realized
that was great.
Not everything in the world revolves around sports, but why didn't they put the debate on Wednesday so as to not interfere with Thursday night football?
I don't know, Ryan.
Short-sighted.
I mean, we do have some Europa League tomorrow or midday. We should mention, I hope you guys are keeping track of one of my favorite live betting strategies, which is hammering the big favorite if they go down in the first 30 minutes.
How'd that work for Real Madrid today?
Well, it's been 1-2 the last 2 days, but again, VAR screwed us. It should be 2-1.
Yes.
Should be 2-1. Real Madrid.
What was the final
is
score
hot
in that
trash.
Real game?
3-2.
Oh, so they did make.
Yeah,
they made it
they
interesting.
made it. It was plus 1-8. I would hand on the trigger, but I said no, not today.
I
not
had
today.
hand on the trigger for the tie.
Yes.
It was plus 310.
Yeah.
And you talked me out of it, so thank you.
Yeah, no.
All right. Well, I believe that's going to wrap it up for us today on DNVR Bets Daily. Finally, tomorrow we'll get through this terrible drought without football that has lasted 2 days here.
Giants Eagles. I'll have an updated estimated win spread for you. We'll uncover everything. I'll tell you what America's favorite props are. We're going to have the full slate. I might have some bonus Trends Day stats for you tomorrow as well.
And we might read into that article about wind in stadiums.
Damn straight.
And I'll just tell you this right now. I'm going to the Eagles bar tomorrow night, so you know
Wow.
I'm going ham on the Eagles.
Okay. I love it.
All right.
Maybe even college football tomorrow.
Maybe. Talk to you guys tomorrow.